My name is Sharon Nelson, Deputy Director of Human Resources for the City of Columbia. Talent in the City is our effort to showcase our departments, divisions, and key players as we count down to our annual career fair.
I'm Krista Hampton, and I'm the Director of Planning and Development Services for the City of Columbia. Our department is really responsible for the growth and development of the City of Columbia. We have planning, which works on annexation, long-range and short-range plans, urban design and historic preservation, as well as building inspections. We review plans, make sure that the structures as they're built are safe. We have the Development Center that coordinates all of those plan reviews among other departments to make sure that it's a seamless review and responsive review. And then we have zoning, which tells you what you can put where, so the uses, the density, how big, and the location as well. And then we have land development, which helps with subdivisions of land, the landscape, and what the actual development looks like on the ground. We absolutely work closely with so many of the departments. Engineering, because we help issue some of their permits, as well as look at the development of land in tandem with them. Business license, we help as they're issuing those to determine if the uses are right, and then we ensure the buildings are safe. We work with the fire department on inspecting a lot of those buildings as well. There's a number of others, Office of Business Opportunities, you name it. So it's a very collaborative department. Yes, I have been with the city for 28 years. I started as a graduate student intern. I was in historic preservation, and they needed help at the zoning counter, and someone left. And so they hired me part-time. I filled in and convinced them that they needed a historic preservation planner. We did have historic districts at the time, and so I took that on in addition to zoning. I moved up. After that point, we decided we needed a development center to help coordinate review, make things easier. So I stepped into that role, helped establish that department and division, and ran that for a while. I then went on to be a planning administrator as well, working with the planning division. And then our director went on to greener pastures, and I was fortunate enough to move into that position and have been there since 2010. I think it is, you know, it is easy to move into positions as long as you assert yourself and take on additional responsibilities. I think that anywhere you are, but especially in the city, there's always room for that. If you show that initiative and that desire to learn, you're going to find the opportunities present themselves to you. I love to come to work for the impact that we're able to make. Not many places get to be of service and then also drive down the street and see things that they helped facilitate. Either it's through the regulations or the collaborations. It really is special. And then aligned with that is the team that I get to work with every day, who are supportive of me, I'm supportive of them, and so it's a great environment that we get to work in. I would like to make sure that people know that working in our department and many of the other departments, it is a collaborative environment, and you don't necessarily get stuck into one thing any one day. Your days are going to be varied and different. You may have a really tough day one day, but the next day you have some super great win. And so being able to have that diversity of experience as well as just the diversity of working with a great team, I think is truly compelling, and it's a great place to work.
As a building official, we run with my team. I have 11 members of my team, and we go over anything to deal with new construction, renovations for both residential and commercial, from plan review through the code cycle to make sure everybody, when they submit plans and building plans, are all code compliant. Then we have an inspection team that goes out in the field as our building inspectors, both commercial and residential, make job site visits to ensure that the construction and the process is all following the building code, which we're all charged to enforce. I was fortunate enough to come to work at the city in 2012. I started as a residential building inspector. Any career I had, I wanted to make sure I tried to advance myself the best opportunity that I could, and the City of Columbia gives you lots of opportunities to do that. From a residential inspector, I was able to move over to the commercial side and became a commercial inspector. From there, I was able to move into the role of plans examiner, so I had the opportunity to review commercial building plans for code compliance. And then in 2022, I was given the opportunity to take my current role, which is building official for the city. A highlight for me with what we do in inspecting businesses is the other night when I was watching the local news, a local business came on as a commercial and advertising their business. I was part of that building that business was in, from code compliance, from plan review, until we finalized it and gave them permission to occupy that building. So to see that growth is exciting to me, to know I had a part. When I'm gone and not with the city anymore, I'll know I'll have an effect on the city long after I'm gone. The opportunities are limitless within the city of Columbia. That's one of the great things about it. As an example, as again, I've moved up the chain through hard work and desire and willingness to take on a little bit more responsibility. To do that, there are ample opportunities to do that kind of growth within the city. To kind of get started into it, most of my team had some kind of construction background, whether it be an architect, whether it be an actual builder, or maybe somebody who went in and did plan reviews for independent companies. So a construction background is very helpful within this industry. We cover the entire city, which keep in mind the city, as the city grows, we're out towards Spears Creek, we're out at Harbison, we're now out towards Hopkins area. I think we're in 3 different counties, and I have an inspection team of 9 inspectors, both commercial and residential. Then I have a commercial plans reviewer on the team and a residential plan reviewer on the team. The good thing about us is that we have job titles and job responsibilities, but we help each other out. If we have a lot of residential inspectors or inspections on a given day and commercial's a little slow, those guys will head over and help with the residential side of it. So vice versa for the residential versus commercial. I mean, we are team players. We like to cross-train and get the opportunity to help each other out, and everybody's willing to do so. One of the bigger projects, we have several in the city of Columbia, but we have a student housing project located here downtown, in the downtown area off of Green Street. It's a 12-story high-rise building. Have a little over 300 apartments in it, and it will be designed for student housing. And that, within the project is due for completion the end of June. So we're beginning to work on some finals and get ready for them to occupy that building and turn it over to their owners. We will give you everything you need to know to be a building inspector. Between the state and between the city, all your license, all your testing, all your classes are paid for either through the City of Columbia or through the State Licensing Board. So if you're interested in coming and becoming a building inspector, we will give you all the tools and information that you need to be successful.